Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Cells Unboxing. If you'd like to know what toys or collectibles I'll be unboxing or reviewing next, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This week we'll be reviewing another model kit from an anime that's not as popular as any of the Mobile Suit Gundam series, but to me, it's still another great piece of model that's worth checking out. This is what we'll be reviewing this week. Full Mechanics 1-48 Miles Kanbu from Bandai Spirits. As usual, let me tell you something about this series. The Full Mechanics 1-48 Miles Kanbu from the photo novel as well as animated series called Kyokai Senki, or A-Man, Warrior at the Borderline, after being localized for the Western markets. In a nutshell, it's set in the very near future of 2061, when the boundary war broke out and ended with Japan being divided into 4 occupied zones, and original native Japanese are treated like second-class citizens. Then a young boy named Amo Shiba, who is the protagonist of the show, found an abandoned A-Man called Kanbu, this one, which is the one we'll be reviewing soon, and an autonomous AI called Guy to try to change the course of history for both himself and the entire Japan nation. There are so far 2 seasons aired and a side story, and of course a lot of model kits. By the way, please forgive me for any mispronunciation of the terms, as I haven't watched any episodes yet, but I'm already amazed by the mech designs. The reason why I say it's set in the near future is not only because the story begins in 2061, which is definitely not too far from now, but also because the use of artificial intelligence. As you can see, AMAIM, the term for the major units in the series, stands for Automobile Artificial Intelligence Mount, and Miles is Mobile's Artificial Intelligence Learning System. So, the pilot is actually assisted by AI to fight their war, which is pretty much what we are all facing these couple years. As the model kit name suggests, the Miles Kanbu, or simply Kanbu for this one, falls under the Full Mechanics product line. And if you've been following my channel, this should immediately ring a bell because we just reviewed the Full Mechanics 1-100 Gundam Aerial a couple weeks ago. If you missed my review on the Full Mechanics 1-100 Gundam Aerial before, you can always check out the link in the description section below. The Full Mechanics line is comparable with Bandai Spirit's Master Grade line in terms of details and complexity, but it's the extra mechanical feel that separates the two apart. It's not easy to see the Miles Kanbu like this, so let's do a quick final assembly to reach this stage and switch the angle around for a better look. As you can see, the finished Kanbu is pretty big in size. If you compare to a regular MG model like this Wing Gundam, you'll be surprised how enormous it is. Of course, one thing is this is a 1-48 scale, otherwise it will be too tiny to build. And to display all the mechanical structure, a bigger scale would always be better. The Kanbu also features a full internal frame, so if you decide to remove all the armor pieces, you can show the internal frame inside and it can still stand on its own. I've painted the internal frame in metallic gray, not too easy to spot but it is, to give a more realistic battle-like feel, unlike the regular phantom gray or dark gray I use for most Gundam model kits. The colors of all the parts are pretty distinctive already, with both the plain white and the light gray parts. And so the finished model won't be looking too plain or pale. But I even give the covers for the power lamps the same light gray finishing, like in here. so the overall product will stand out even further. Not a good idea on Battlefield, but it'll look nice when lining up with my other model kits. Another great feature of this series is the exposed cylinder on the chest area that I've painted gold to be faithful to the original design. If you bend the whole arm inward or outward, the cylinder will move at the same time. Oops, sorry. Some kind of mobile suits also have similar designs too. Let me just put it back for you, but not as apparent as this one. They also give us two different colors for the power lamps as the PET stickers. In here, one set in green and one set in red to recreate the startup mode and power exiting mode. But since I only have one model kit, I've chosen the green ones instead, and they still look great with this on the model kit. Articulation wise, the Kangbu has even wider range of movements compared to mobile suits. One reason is because the overall design is very different from a regular mobile suit. Rather than the human-like knee joint as in most mobile suits, the Kangbu has a reverse knee design that allows even wider movements. And thanks to this abnormal structure, assuming the kneeling position and it will be much easier. But I'm not going to demonstrate that now to avoid breaking anything. However, you can check out other poses on the turntable towards the end of this video. Even the arms and the wrist are connected quite differently, which some people may think it doesn't look too natural, but maybe in the future this is the type of machine we will see first. And the Kangbu comes with a full cockpit. Let's see if I can open it now. It's kind of hard to see. It's inside with the pilot inside, as well as for the elevating gimmick right here. Yay! Oh, poor figure eight. So in here. So this is the type of details that can only be achieved with larger scale model kits. The armaments for the Kangbu are quite definitely nothing short. It comes with a superheated vibrating straight sword, a superheated vibrating combat claws that you can use to replace the left forearm, or should it be called the middle arm instead? Anyways, and then a 60mm portable autocannon, and a shield and short blade, and some spare parts to recreate the unfinished state. Again, I don't want to scratch my model kits, so I'm not planning to remove the armor parts to make it the unfinished state. Both the superheated vibrating straight sword and the 60mm portable autocannon, this one, can be attached to the backpack as well, and it has the swing arms for Kangbu to assume their grappling pose from behind. Unfortunately, I do not have the necessary skills to paint the superheated vibrating straight sword and the superheated vibrating combat claws like those in official photos, so I just painted with metallic finishing instead. And as a first run bonus, a set of clear armor parts are included to replace the original white ones to showcase the internal frame and structure, but I'm just saving this one for now. It's hard to get by such bonus parts these days. A main warrior at the Borderline series sparks quite a controversy online and around the world as people think the main protagonist is just unoriginal and uninspired. Other people find that the contents are full of nationalism, anti-migration, and human trafficking. That's why the Chinese streaming website Bilibili even removed the whole series from the service. Nonetheless, we're not here to discuss anything political in here. As long as we are given some nice model kits or toys for us to spend our time on, we are all good. And maybe because of all the controversies and backslashes, the price of the model kits has been slashed quite hard as well. So if you want to grab an economical kit to play with, or simply want to have your own modifications, you may benefit a lot from this series. So that's it for this episode of Soul's Unboxing. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. I'll put the Kenbu on the turntable so we can have a good look on all sides of it. Bandai Spirits have also released a successor for the Kenbu named Mylis Kenbu-zan on the same scale, so if I get a chance to finish that, I may make a review video as well. Happy building, everyone!